You know what's coming out?
What's that?
The introductions, and I hate doing them.
Oh,
Because it's so embarrassing to be like, hi everyone, welcome back to this thing again. Isn't that embarrassing? Hi, we're doing another one of those. I'm having a heat stroke. We're doing another one of the fun You Did This episodes. We just did one with Holly. This is Carter, also from Nashville, my friend, Carter Glascock.
Howdy.
Carter, how would you describe yourself? You are Carter's one of those people who's nice when no one's looking. He's one of those people he does the right thing when no one's looking. Mm-hmm. Very nice. And not the kind of nice where it's like, you're nice because you're in the same space with someone and they want something from you. Like, he's actually a nice person.
Fucking ain't right.
Basically, I have to send you don't even know what you're doing. So they all know already. Mm-hmm. You're going to do a makeup look on me. You don't know. You tell us how much you know while I find the look.
And, I've seen a lot of makeup on a lot of actors. And, you pick up a thing or two. When he has to put on the human colored makeup but his real... I remember thinking, ooh, makeup. Sure, yeah. Oh my goodness, makeup. Crack open like my 8th beer and keep watching a sports game.
I sent you the look you're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty simple.
Okay.
And you have everything you need for it.
Sure, okay.
But because Holly literally opened and closed every product probably 100 times. There was like 8 hours of footage. It was insane. You have a time limit.
Good.
I'm gonna give you an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, so we're diving into it. Okay, yeah, I'm sure this is this probably covers like 20% of all makeup products that I know of.
Okay, wait, are you starting? Is this the start?
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Okay, are you see this? Ew, that was gross. Do you see this? While you do this, I'm going to ask you your first question. If you don't know, I ask really important questions on this series.
Okay.
Which Dakota do you think is the most beautiful?
South.
Oh, I meant Dakota Fanning or Dakota Johnson. You're gonna pick? I think they're both equally beautiful. Aren't you supposed to let me talk on the show?
She was in
Also allergic to limes. Or God bless. Actually, Ellen, that's not the truth. This is still part of your time.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're
I'm
drinking?
Yeah. Prettier, you're asking? I think Dakota.
No, I'm not really asking that.
Who's prettier, right?
You should get to makeup because you're running out of time.
Okay.
It's good. This is a tutorial, really. Actually, Ellen, that's not the truth.
Okay, so I need to focus. I need to 10 and 2 here. I got what, 3 more minutes left? Seems like there's a lot of tan here, so we're gonna.
A big theme of Instagram makeup is brown and wet.
Brown and wet.
You want to be very brown in the face, like lots of warm colors, and you want to have wet skin.
So you want it wet. So there's do I need a brush? Do I just do it with my fingers?
The brush you're going to use on my eye?
Oh no. This is for cheeks. It's for cheekies.
Speaking of cheekies, what's your favorite British slang?
And you can't go wrong with hello, governor.
Is that British slang?
Everyone's saying that.
Do you think everyone around is like, oh my god, guys, hello, governor, am I right? Only you would have your favorite slang from the 1900s.
Lovely weather we're having.
Yeah. Chimney.
Right.
My favorite slang is porridge, please.
I just kind of go with it. Just a little bit here. Look at that. That's lovely.
Okay, scrooped. Are you fucking scrooped? Have you gone west? Oh, it's my favorite thing in the world.
It's absolutely mental, isn't it?
Idiot.
Is it idiot? He's gone mental.
I'm gonna give you a hint before we get into real bad territory. That is an eyeshadow palette. It's not supposed to go on your face.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd see that's why it sets a good foundation for.
Speaking of foundation, you should put foundation on first.
Foundation, right? This looks like foundation, huh? Huh?
For the world's smallest face.
Yeah.
This.
That is also eyeshadow.
Is where we start.
So we start.
For those of you who caught it before I did that,
we want you to download this video, edit that part out, re-upload it, and start from here. Do you think that standardized testing is fair?
No. No, I don't.
And why?
It's based on testing schools accumulating testing scores.
Tell us a better way to test.
How would I test?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Binocular glasses. You can peer over. Well, that and what I used to do in a pinch was see all the way down. Like
what?
I know.
Cheating.
Well, there's also, you can study. This is what we call, this is another testing thing, it's called stalling. We're gonna get that on there. That's good. That's nice and good. Look, every building needs a good foundation.
And I am a building.
That is.
I am built like a building.
It just goes right on there.
I will tell you, you and Dan have both had such a softer touch than Holly. Holly was like beating the shit out of me.
This is pretty good though, right? You gotta admit.
Admit it.
I'm admitting it.
Let's see here.
I just realized Benton can't see himself.
No, I don't look to the end.
I just realized this. Oh my gosh.
So we just get...
Carter, what did you want to be when you grow up?
What did I want to be when I grew
like
up?
for serious.
Oh, man.
I wanted to be an Egyptologist for a long time, and I
Really?
was so serious about it. I like petitioned to like so that I could teach I was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And in 6th grade you learn about Egypt, and I was like, please let me teach that class. And they like let me teach the 6th graders, and I was in 7th graders about it. And I came in with props and pyramids.
I mean, that's like at least like a unique like. I mean, do you really like hieroglyphics and stuff? Or
I just like The Mummy, the movie The Mummy. A lot. I made a lot of decisions based on movies.
Me too.
I still do. I have the worst tendency of like showering every time before. Well, it's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. But
shower,
like before people come do this, and then every video it looks like I've just risen from a swamp. I'm like, hello.
Now that we got a solid foundation on there. Oh, and what I wanted to be as a kid was probably Jim Carrey.
I mean, this probably sounds stupid. I feel like now you can want to be like an influencer and stuff, which is still famous. But the kind of fame I feel like that like 90s kids wanted was very specific. Because all the people in the 90s that were like famous, that were around that age that you could watch them and stuff, they all had like multiple skills. Like it was like Raven Simone, and she was like singing and acting and dancing, and and then like the Olsen twins, like they did everything, and then like everyone just did everything when we were kids. And I grew up thinking like, oh my god, if you want to be famous, you have to be able to like tap dance and play an instrument and sing and be a Disney Channel star. And like now it's like you can review lotions.
Someone who was an actor became a singer. I always wanted to do that too. Like I really wanted to be like in like Green Day when I was a kid. I wanted to be the drummer in Green Day.
Also very specific.
Yeah. I wanted to be the drummer. I was like, he seems like he's having fun.
Wait, isn't there like, I don't know a lot about music besides what's good, but isn't there like a whole thing about musicians, they don't like the drummer or they do like the drummer? There's some drummer rumor.
I think it's the bassist. The bassist is like the one that's like, you load in all the stuff.
And the drummer's the cool one.
The drummer's the one that you have to have the practice at his house. And he kind of sets up the practices. The singers and
he's the coach.
He's the coach. The guitar player is the talented one. The singer's like the brooding one. I mean, this is understood in every band.
Oh, this is understood.
And the bass player is the one that holds everything down secretly, but takes all the abuse.
What about the singer? The singer.
Let me tell you about the singer.
You can play a lot of instruments, right?
A couple.
I can't play any instruments, because my school offered nothing to anyone. And I think everybody kind of has a moment where they want to play the guitar for a minute.
Yeah.
But I bought a flute because of American Pie. Because I loved Alison Hannigan. And you know that line in American Pie where she's like, American Pie? And I was like, I need a flute. And so we had no way to play it, but I wanted to play the cello. I think it's the most dramatic instrument. A giant violin. Like there's no way to, that or a harp, there's just no way to play them and not be the most dramatic person in the room.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's your whole body is going into this like instrument, and then and then a harp. You're just like that was what I wanted. I was like, it's the most dramatic instrument, and I can't play none of them. But in my head, I do play the cello.
All right, so this is contour. We all know what this is. This goes next. So we're gonna go. We're gonna get this. Oh yeah.
What's your zodiac sign, Carter?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, me too. That's right. Duh.
Yeah, I. Despite my best intentions, got into it a little bit last year.
It's hard not to.
It's fun, and then like you see the other like celebrities who are like your sign, and you're like, oh, I totally
the
get
Queen
it.
of England is a Taurus. I'm like, of course.
I'm so much like Stevie Wonder. Of course, he's a Taurus.
Yeah. Because Megan Fox is a Taurus. We look just alike. But like, I always think, do you think that? Okay, I don't want to be attacked by the stars, but do you sometimes think that people that like really are into zodiac symbols are like some of the more narcissistic people that you know?
Big time, because they always go for the self-serving part of it.
Well, it's just like in general, you're just reading about yourself.
You're right.
And then you're just finding other people to then talk about yourself too. or to just take all having to get to know you away. I'm just like, what's your sign? Got it. We're moving on. We're best friends now. So I just go ahead and I'm like, you have no idea what this person... I mean, like, it's very fun and I like Zodiac signs and I think there's some truth, I'm sure, to everything a little bit. Not everything, but some things.
Right.
And I'm always, like, so shocked at the amount of people who are just like, I could be like, I have a friend, and this is now just me complaining. I have a friend, and I could be like, oh my god, it's so hot, so like I wish I had water, and she'd be like, oh, well, you're a Taurus.
Yeah.
So obviously the sun, like, it finds you because, you know, Venus is a hotter planet, and I'm like, can we just get a water? Like, what the fuck? Like, and I think that's like,
deeper.
Yeah, I think that there's like a lot of people that do that, or it's like
people who see that in college. To me, they would be like, ugh, you're a Taurus, gross.
Okay, no one's ever said that to me.
Yeah.
People really like me, Taurus disease.
They hated it when I was. I was like, that's the worst.
What were they,
one.
Leos or Virgos?
Yeah,
or,
they were whatever
or Aries. I'm just naming every other zodiac sign.
Leos.
Were they Leo? That's so true, though.
Mm.
See, that's another thing. I think sometimes zodiac signs are just the easiest way to be able to call people assholes and get away with it.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, well, you're a Virgo, so I understand, or oh, you're a Leo, so I think I get it.
I do get into it. I like Taurus singers because it's like
Adele, Cher,
Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. Main shit. Who else is a Taurus these days?
What if we just started lying? Beyonce. She's a Virgo.
Shakespeare.
Taurus.
Big
very sad. One of the traits.
But very sensual.
Sylvia Plath. I believe she was a Taurus.
Every very depressed person in history.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson.
Big feelings.
Taurus.
Big smiles.
That's right. Big feelings. Big stubborn.
Also, the most loyal sign in the zodiac.
I know that's right. Loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty. I won't
The
let you
most
down.
loyal.
And am I letting him down? I don't think so.
Can you tell us who invented whiskey and how?
Jack Daniels invented it in his truck. I'm gonna go eyebrows. I think it's time to go eyebrows.
We should probably know about whiskey. That feels like we're supposed to know about that from
Being from Tennessee?
Yeah, that's a thing, right?
Yeah, but
all I know
we
is the
drink a lot of
different
tequila,
types.
though.
I do not drink tequila.
We did back then, though.
I did drink tequila. I hate tequila.
All right. How do we even do this?
I know what we're doing right now is very wrong.
Wait,
We did drink tequila. Do you know one night, I don't know how many times I've told this story. It could be a lot, it could be not at all.
Mm-hmm.
One night, do you remember that Wednesday? We used to have open mics on Wednesdays in Tennessee. They probably still do, but who knows. But we would go to this place, and we would have like drinks afterwards on a Wednesday because, I don't know, none of us cared about our jobs, I guess. But
yeah, it was just kind of the mode of the town. Everyone just
it was very weird.
Absolutely annihilated.
When I think about it, how drunk it was on a Wednesday, everybody was. But one day I woke up on a Thursday, and I looked at my bank account, and I had bought $800 almost in shots. I am a psychopath. And I have a very vivid memory of me and Holly and Laura and Lucy, a bunch of our friends, carrying trays of shots just around the bar.
Yeah. That was not like a infrequent thing for you to do.
It was. I don't know what is wrong with me. I love shots though. Shots are my favorite drink because I think they're the only drink you do together. They're the only drink you do with somebody else besides champagne. I like
set like an alarm to do it or something. Like, oh, it's been like 30 minutes.
Oh, it's just my head. It's all the time. I just said we should do a shot. We should do a shot. We should do a shot.
Oh, I need more of this stuff. This stuff was good. This was.
Why are you going back to that?
Because I didn't get the nose. I gotta get the nose.
You're gonna get a sponsorship from Anastasia.
Yes.
A sickening supply. Do you know about painting or anything?
Painting?
It feels like you would know about painting.
I admire them.
You feel well traveled. What's the most cultured thing you know about? Not that makeup is cultured, but what's the most cultured thing you know about?
A film. I went to film school.
That is true. You do know about that. Music? What about music?
Music, I know a lot about.
I don't think anyone really knows. Can I be honest with you? I don't know what it means to know a lot about music. I think it's just opinions. How the fuck are you going to tell me what a good... I think the same thing about... Now that I think about it, film and books too. Actually, I don't like people that have opinions. I mean, I think you can have an opinion, but the idea of a critic is so strange to me.
Well, it's like...
Do you know how many critics... Sorry, I have to say this, though. Do you know how many critics hated Halle Berry's Catwoman?
Mm-hmm. Well...
It's a lovely movie.
They don't include the aspect of fun. to it. That's just like structurally as a blah, blah, this doesn't work. But
I'm like, she's a cat.
It's having. Yeah,
she's a fucking cat.
Catwoman.
At one point, she drinks milk out of a bowl and licks her hand like this.
Well, now I gotta see the movie.
I bought the video game as a child. I thought very good. The concept of a critic is so strange to me.
Well, like, it's funny. I like this one guy I know. Like he was trying to be a critic for a long time in the South, and then he got right. Like everyone's a critic, but like he got a review featured, like a blurb of a review featured on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was about some whatever movie.
Can't anyone put their review on Rotten Tomatoes? Isn't the point of Rotten Tomatoes?
Well, they'll have like certified critics. And this was
that just means you're the craziest person writing the most comments.
Right. And he was like, he wrote this bad review, and it was like, well, a bore, a waste of 2 hours. And then he posted it on his personal thing, like, I made it to Rotten Tomatoes by shitting on a movie that people were just whatever
also,
about. Why it's the height of your life.
That's a great point. Why do you want your entire body of work to be hating things? Comedians. But very strange to me that is like a thing to be, because I don't know about you, but do any of you know anybody with a favorite movie that's like an Oscar movie?
Yeah, my favorite movie is The English Patient. This is, yeah, where are we at?
You have 50 minutes.
50 minutes, pretty good.
And that's because you haven't done any of the steps of makeup. You haven't done powder, blush, highlight, mascara, the eyes.
Mascara, all right, so...
You pretty much spent an hour...
You've just put foundation on me and then contour.
Yeah.
Which is...
In 30 minutes.
So...
No.
This is what we call in show business
dragging out the scene.
But you know what? For the sake of going through the whole process, we'll do some blush.
Do you have any parenting advice?
I say.
We know that you have a lot of. I know you have a lot of parenting jokes.
Yeah, that's parenting advice. Make sure you have money.
That is very important.
Have money. Just double check a couple of times. Make sure you have money.
Have you ever checked and not been sure? If you had a kid, would you transfer your dreams onto it?
Would I transmute my dreams onto the
You know what I mean? Like, would you all of a sudden be like, this kid has to be a flutist or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it you want to be? Jim
Carrey. Comedian.
This kid has to be Jim Carrey.
And I would just play him like Jim Carrey now, like the weird, creepy.
You would just have him painted green, be like, do the scene.
You're not on the beat. You're not on the beat. Like I would be like one of those stage parents.
You're like, this is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So your character is.
I'll probably end up getting a dog and like
transferring your dream onto the dog.
Yeah, but giving it like a real human name, like Christopher.
Yeah, you're like funniest in show, Christopher.
And a flip, and there you are.
Put your nose on the clown nose. The clown nose.
Where is the
Speaking
blush?
of Jim Carrey, if you're a fan of Jim Carrey, do you?
I used to be, not so much anymore, but as a child.
Oh my God, drag him! Drag Jim Carrey!
I'm just kidding. He's great. He's great. You know. Well,
Jim Carrey is out there quaking.
Yeah. So here comes the blush. Right.
That's bronzer. Speaking of Jim Carrey, though, did you like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Oh, I loved it. When I was in high school, I was like, this is the most romantic movie there's ever made. Love exists in your mind and in your memory.
Did you feel romance in high school?
No. I used to relate so much with romantic comedies in high school, and I would be like...
To which part?
None of it. Well, I would wanted to so
You're
much.
like, you ever watch the romantic comedy that they go to a coffee shop and there's someone working at the coffee shop? That's me.
I was like, oh man, the relationship develops so naturally.
That's me. I used to watch romantic comedy and be like, I could be that stupid friend over there in the corner. I could be that friend that comes in and says,
I don't know. When I was in high school, I liked movies like I really like Sideways for some reason.
Oh my god!
I related.
You're like the 15th person I've heard this month tell me how much they like the movie Sideways.
Really? Oh man,
I hate that movie.
I think it's.
Isn't it the movie about wine, right?
Yeah.
I worked at a video store, and when that movie came out, and people were obsessed with it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it, and so I rented it. Ruined my life. Just a waste of a night. It's like 20. Why do you like it?
I think.
Wait. Do you want to act out a scene from it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, what does he say? He goes.
I don't know any real scenes.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
This is a lot of the movie. This could be the whole. Ooh,
I remember.
That's a blooper.
Oh, That's gonna make the reel. Cutting room floor.
This right here. It's a lot of. And she left me.
Yeah. You don't understand, Jack. You're a child.
We have to be braver.
Yeah, we have to.
It's just like you have to go for what you. I'm like Jesus Christ, and then you're just naked for at some point for no in the movie for no reason.
Well, the guy chases.
This wine's from France.
Is it from France? Yeah,
It's from Trader Joe's, but they said it was from France.
We're gonna go with the Sailor Moon Color Pop, which is a
90s icon.
Oh yeah, been really getting into anime lately.
There's oh my god. You know, I was an avid anime convention goer.
Really?
I went to
so fun.
to conventions. I dressed up. I had it was a whole thing.
That must be so fun.
I ordered magazines from Japan as if I was going to live there, like a fucking nut job.
Oh yeah.
Me and my friend would go every year to anime conventions. And today, it's so weird you brought that up. Today I was driving from the podiatrist. Don't ask, but they're so fun because. Conventions are fun in general, I think.
Yes, they are.
Me talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Conventions are fun in general because I think that, like, it's so fun to be in a room with people that are there for the exact same reason.
Yes.
Unlike sports, where people are very upset to be there.
Well, they're giving in to like their interests. It's like they're not like there's no pretension of like I better seem cool to everybody.
It's the different kind of. It's the pretentious that is at those kind of places. Is like the pretentious like a Magic the Gathering festival.
Yeah, like who knows the most about it.
Yeah, the thing that they're excited about is like, oh, I don't care. You have that thing. Yeah, you are. You're the best ogre. Duh. Like I don't know. I don't care. You know, but it's so fun to be at those anime conventions where it's just people like dressed like fucking nuns with cat ears, and they're just like so happy.
Yeah. Oh, it's. I mean,
Red Fair for like.
And they've worked. Yeah, and they've saved all their money to make these like costumes that are insane.
I mean, yeah, like the production value of it is. I mean, and especially I'd imagine at an anime convention, it's so fun because like there's so much ornate costume. Like at horror conventions, it's like people dressed up like zombies and shit, and they're splattered with blood. But like
very messy, fun, but messy.
Yeah, and they'll have like huge lines to meet like extra number 32 in The Walking Dead. Like who gives a shit?
At anime conventions, they're like, here's the person that's the voice of that cat you like.
Right? Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, I love otaku, and you're like, what? Okay,
so should I do lips now?
Are you going to do the eyes at any point? For the blood of their country, you're like, what? They have like robot arms and like scissor feet. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Eyelash stuff.
Official. Trademark.
This particular brand is called Damn Girl.
Oh, there's some comedian that does this joke about how makeup companies like love to name products. They'll be like, instead of just calling it like eyeliner, they'll be like dirty girl, or they'll be like slutty little fool. Like every mascara is called like the real
vicious.
Yeah, like orgasm. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Damn Girl by those standards seems pretty tame.
Yeah, but it's just catcalling you. That mascara's catcalling you.
Let's see here. Let's see if this.
Are you going down with the mascara?
I love when my eyelashes point to the ground.
Yeah,
down with the sickness.
That's how we all want them.
Oh yeah.
You could be a voice actor.
I tried.
Anime.
I tried a voice actor.
I tried once. It's done.
I bought like a whole kit and all that shit to do.
What was in the kit for being they give you a new voice?
No, I've been auditioning for some voiceover stuff for like commercial stuff, and it's always like, you know, at Walmart we really care. It's like some shit like that. So I'm trying.
So at least it's honest work.
I would love to be a voice actor, especially for video games. That would rule.
You want to say things like high score.
Yeah, I want to say things like
choose your player.
Yeah, return to base or some shit like that.
This is your mission, Ohio.
Yeah, this is your mission. Wait a
minute. Were you ever in like plays?
Yeah, I tried to when I was in.
What is this? You either were or you weren't.
Because I have low self.
I tried once.
I need to just own it. It's like I have low self-esteem. I need to be like, yes, I did. I acted in plays when I was a kid.
We all have low self-esteem, but we will find out. Like we're not gonna be like, you fucking liar.
I mean, in school, nothing like real.
He did play Aladdin and he lied about it. My school had, from the grace of God, they had one school play. Well, two technically, but I wasn't in that one. They had one school play, and I played the villain, and I fucking. I had such a good. It's my favorite memory of high school. It was the most fun I've ever had doing anything, and I always want to like go audition for like local like just local theater shows. I think it's so fun.
I want to do that too. I was in a play when I was a kid, and it was like a Christmas play, and there was a thing like there's too many Santa Clauses, and the real Santa Claus like there's all these copycat Santa Clauses, and like it was the two grades below me. And it wasn't even like it was in elementary school. I was in middle school.
Oh, and you said, "A star has arrived."
I was like, I got it. Don't
You
worry
said,
about it,
Pull
guys.
the car around, mother.
Yeah, mother, I'm ready. Dressed like Santa Claus, and I hammed it up big time. But my whole line was supposed to be like they take off my hat, and they're like, "You're a fraud," and they took off my hat, and I fake passed out because I was like, "This is my moment. I'm gonna milk it." It was in like second grade, and he was like, "You were great as Santa Claus," and I told him to fax my agent. That's what my mom says. Right? I told him.
Oh, well, you know what? The story started off very nice, and at the end, you took a turn. You really changed.
Kind of was an asshole.
Maybe we don't know. Maybe we don't know if famous for you. The hamming it up thing, I did the same thing in the play. I was supposed to just like say this line, and I just started singing. At last, my love has come along, like at full volume. I didn't play at all. Went over very well, but was very wrong. Should not do that. But you should definitely do the eyeshadow before you do that.
The eyeshadow.
At some point, we'll have to do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the eyeshadow. Yeah. Let's skip straight to that.
This is one of those things where it's so funny when people are like, women do their makeup for men. It's like, they don't even know you're wearing it.
No, I have no idea.
And if they do, it's like, they're always shocked. Nice. They're like, why did you trick me? And it's like, did you think I had purple eyes?
Yeah.
Did you think I was born with golden eyelids?
So, let's close those peepers.
I really wanted them to do like classics, but like really popular like plays in like new ways. Like I would love to be like fucking Glinda and Wicked and sing that stupid song Popular.
Yeah.
How do you think that brush is like a toe? My eye is very small. You can see that, huh?
It's
Huh?
This is good. This is good stuff.
I mean,
I love that you're hollowing out. This is very Burton.
One time I saw Tim Burton this is weird.
Because when you woke up, he was your paralysis Stephen. You're like, oh my god.
Well, I interned at the Cannes Film Festival when I was in college, so I got to go to this shit. And I went to the bathroom, and I saw Tim Burton coming down the hallway because he's one of the judges at the festival. And this is all I could get out to him. I went, "Hi, Tim."
Dude, okay, I have this theory too that every time I like want to say something or I'm excited to say something, it comes out and it's someone else's voice and like in a very and like a very quick, like I'm saying the word so fast it just sounds like a noise. Like, you do that too?
Oh yeah. That was
so embarrassing in my head. I'm just like, that had to sound like a seal yelping or something.
The second day though, I went by. He came by the same hallway. And I said it more confidently. I was like, "Hi, Tim."
My liege.
Yeah, Timmy. This is coming out. This is so
it's just
good.
I'm just wondering what your process is, Carter. Like, what's
This is-
like...
Maybe he's gonna clean it up.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna clean it up, but first we got to get it on there.
But first we're gonna clean it up. First we gotta break it down.
Yeah, you gotta go through hell to get to heaven. You know what I mean?
That's my mental health journey. You have 30 minutes.
I have 30 minutes. Jesus. All right, so I gotta get to the lips. Let's do the lips.
Tell us about the first, well, if we're allowed to, you tell me, this could be rude. Tell us about the first girl you ever asked out, and what that was like.
Oh no, I want to hear this too.
Great! Tell us about the experience, as if we're watching a rom-com. But you still have 30 minutes.
Okay, so there's this girl in high school, and I was at some party with all my friends, and we were drunk, and she kissed me, and then I would go to her.
This is an orange lip gloss. Where do we see orange? I gave you a color palette that is only brown. I had a girl in high school that was obsessed with me, and she used to write poetry about me on a MySpace page. and then she got pregnant, and she wanted to name her kid after me. And it was truly the craziest thing I've ever experienced. She's the girl that I do that joke about. She's the one that carved my name in her boob with a box cutter.
Yeah.
She really did that.
This was more like we would when we going on dates. She had a car, and we would go to this park. And
wait, how old were you? I think I blocked the whole thing out with orange lipstick. I was so focused on it.
It's like, God, how old were people in high school? Like 16, 17?
I love that as a comic you don't know how old people in high school are. That's really good.
I have no idea. Yeah.
That's we're changing. The world is changing.
Mm-hmm.
This new generation.
Under 25, I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. Or
My go-to when someone's talking to me and I don't understand what they're saying, is that I go, I've been dead for 3 years. You can see me? You must have the gift. I'm a ghost. When I worked at Sephora, a long time ago, I got in trouble because whenever clients would be really crazy, I would go, "Ma'am, you've been dead for 3 years. No one else can even see you."
And
I need to cross over.
Perfect. This is it. Oh yeah, that's it.
So tell us about prom.
About prom? Oh, okay. Prom, I went with this, I went with this girl who already had a boyfriend. Met up with him during the prom, and we took pictures together and everything.
What?
And
why?
So
we have context.
So I wouldn't feel left out.
Did you ask her?
Huh? No, they were always like, all of our parents were like, picture time, and like everyone else who was in a
No, I mean, did you ask her to the prom?
No, she asked me so she could get in.
Wait, what?
Okay, the girl I wanted to ask, I mustered up the courage to ask her, and she was like, sorry, KT already asked me.
Known theft?
Of hearts.
Stole her right from you.
Of hearts. Well, he also probably wasn't a coward and asked her, like, longer than maybe a couple of days.
It's not cowardice to have emotions.
Yeah, and to be sensitive and shy. She was like, if you want to go, I'll go with you. And I was like, okay,
if you
cool.
want to go.
Yeah, if I want to go. Well, she went to our school, but he didn't. And I don't know how he got in, but like, so I went with...
You said, son of a bitch.
Oh, it was a lie. It was a lie. And so she met up with him. I got really drunk afterwards. And I was like walking around at the party, and or it was after everyone fallen asleep. And I remember this door was cracked open. And I like leaned, like peered through this door. And I saw like someone kind of like someone's back, and then I was like, what the, huh? And then I heard some guy go, just close the door, man. And it was the owner of the house and his girlfriend making love.
Why were you haunting the home? Why were you going from...
I was so
Why
drunk.
were you going from room to room like...
I was just so drunk, I was like, where's the beds at? I was like, sorry. This is coming out great, by the way. Let's get to the lipstick now, right? Where is that at?
In your head where you were like, this is my rom-com moment.
Oh,
you were like, first the embarrassment and then...
I think it was just like one of those things where I was like, it's going to be so much better in college.
Was it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That might work. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. This is good shit. All right, here we go.
What did you like about college?
Well, I went to a really bro-y college. I went to University of Alabama.
When you went to University of Alabama, that's very bouge.
It's so Greek there that like people who aren't Greek you meet like immediately.
It's so Greek there you had to enter in a wooden horse. You're like, surprise, we made it in. You weren't even accepted. That's how you got in. Did you not? What is it called? Rush?
No.
You ran.
I ran.
Me too.
I ran. This is coming out so good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get some high points. We're gonna get some
I'm
high.
like that worm.
We're gonna get some high
in a
points
bottle of a
going.
tequila bottle. I'm going to tell you something that may or may not get me also in trouble on the internet. I don't really like SpongeBob.
Me neither.
I don't know if I just missed it, if I skipped over it, or what happened. But it is.
I think
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I think
as an adult, I almost like it. I like the memes more than I ever did the show.
Yeah.
What was our SpongeBob? I mean, I don't know. Well, that was like Pokemon, I guess. Power Rangers.
I was a big Arthur. I didn't have cable.
Arthur.
I was a big Arthur.
Oh God.
I was a big
yeah.
Arthur gal.
I liked Arthur.
I don't watch anything I had to learn. I don't know. I do not want to learn a fucking thing. You know what I hate? Little Big Bear.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, I
was like, just go to the fucking moon already. Get out of here.
Caillou?
What is
Caillou's that little
Caillou?
bald boy.
The Avatar? Why are you highlighting the lowest part of my face?
It's because the cheekbones.
The Powerpuff Girls, I used to love that super tall lady whose face you could never see. That was like the mayor's secretary.
Uh-huh.
I just thought those were so weird. Those cartoons are so strange.
Yeah, they were
like,
demented. I mean, it was like having
yeah.
like a fever dream.
Like on Powerpuff Girls, they had that guy, him, who'd be like, Remember he was like a boy and a girl, and I was like, why is he the devil? He was also the devil. But he'd like be like, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Loved it.
Eye stuff I've done is truly. All right, let's get the pad. Just gonna give it a little smooge.
You ever been in a fight? Do you want to be? No.
Deflected a fight once in Nashville. There was a guy who was outside of Three Crow, and he was like kicking this sign around or whatever. And our friend was like, "Hey, maybe don't do that." He was like, "Fuck you! I'll do whatever I want." So he was like, "So I guess we should take this out back." And I was like, "Come on, guys, let's not."
But you were already out front.
We were already out front, and then they were like,
what we need to do is we need to come back in here, exit the back door, and then we'll fight back here.
Well, Three Crows, that little alley that goes up.
Walk around the building.
But on the way up there, I'm like saying, hey guys, come on. I'm in the middle of them.
Wait, you're all walking together?
We're all walking together. I'm following them.
I've never heard in my life.
And I got in the middle of it, and the guy was trying to throw a sucker punch in the back of our friend's head.
See, that makes more sense to me. Why would you all just walk casually together? Would you ever walk with somebody who wanted to fight you down an alleyway? Like, oh yeah, let's go. We'll go fight
Yeah,
out
we're
here.
gonna go that way.
I'd be like, we're either gonna fight here or we're not gonna fight. We're gonna fight right now. We're not scheduling our fights.
I was like, come on, guys. And I turned around at the exact moment he was trying to sucker punch him in the back of the head, and it caught me in the eye. And I was wearing my trademark glasses, and it broke my glasses. And then I thought I was gonna like see red.
Did he say sorry to you?
He was so fucked up. He was just like, come on, bring it, motherfucker. I thought I was going to see red and I was going to have this moment of like, time to strike. But instead I was just like, my glasses, where are my glasses?
Hey, glasses are expensive.
They are. I was getting them.
And not everybody gets to see for free.
Yeah, this was before Zillow and everything. Well, it's probably
Zillow. This is before you could buy a house, guys.
Zenny, Zillow, whatever
This
that's
is before you can look up other people's home prices.
Yeah,
this is before you can even look up other people's houses and shit.
This is before I had a Pinterest board of homes I can't afford.
Yeah.
And then we got a pizza from 5 Points Pizza and got an Uber. We're like, what the fuck was that all about? That was the closest thing I've been into.
The person that was a fight. You were literally in a fight.
I was in a fight, yeah.
You just didn't fight back. But you were in a fight. You took the higher ground. And honestly, that's important. Did that person that you were fighting for, apparently their honor, did they like apologize to you or get you new glasses or?
No.
Let me just tell you something.
Well,
that would not work with me. I'd be like, did you see what just happened to me because of you? I would never let it go, Carter.
Oh,
you're gonna get a lot more help than everyone else does.
This was not a good idea.
It's giving
up. What do you think about people who are famous for being attractive? There's this like classic author, whose name I can't remember, but Darian Gray or something, that's the name of the book, but it's about this guy. He plays a lot on like the idea, the concept of like beautiful people are inherently good, therefore ugly people must be inherently bad.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's like just a thing of that time period. It's like,
or
if we still some for reason feel like that subconsciously. Because I feel like whenever I was reading the book and he was kind of talking about it, I was like, well, nowadays that's not like that. Like all of our stories are about like underdogs or people overcoming something or like the ugly girl getting the guy. Yeah. But then I got to thinking about it, I was like, but actually all the people doing those things are very attractive people. So it's like, is that really the truth? Is there any like, do we have an actual representation of like?
That's the most annoying thing ever. Was when like someone's being like, that's the she's all that syndrome. It's like, but she wears glasses. She's a freak.
You were supposed to fix Benton's eye.
Well, I'm just like, this is working good.
Weird though. I'm just like that's such a weird concept. I always think philosophers and like psychologists and stuff always have like some. You talk about a hot take. It's just the most wild thing you've ever heard of. Like everything's a penis. You're like, what? Or you'll be like, everyone wants to fuck their mom. You're like, no one said that. Crazy. Like,
Freudian technology. Yeah, Freudian technology. Freudian psychology.
Do you like chefs?
Chefs? Yeah. I
very big egos.
I mean,
but they're also
that's like something though. It's like such a practical thing. It's like, yeah, but you make stuff that literally gives life, like or like that sustains life. Like when people get all
they don't make breast milk. The whole concept of it's very important. I love chefs. The idea of like being around a chef or me too. I was like, or being with a chef. I was like not being with a chef, but being like like a sous chef.
Right.
Like the whole like yes chef, no chef. I'm just like why are we doing that?
Oh, that's insane. It's like
it has something to do with like kitchen safety. I'm sure there's like a very good reason for it, France.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what it is, and it's like, so therefore I'm judging it because I'm a critic.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's not too bad.
Actually,
the cooking competition shows, besides the British Bake Off, where they're very nice. Cooking competition shows are like I'm like this is too much. For $25,000 and a golden wonton.
It's like, you don't know what it was like in those kitchens. People were yelling at each other, and there was all this harassment going on, and it was just like fucking. All right, it's like a lot of comedians too. It's like we're like the truth slingers on the road, and it's so tough. And it's like you're making fucking dessert. You're making people laugh over fucking like calm down. You're not a doctor. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're telling a joke about nipple hair. Like shut up.
Jesus, like calm the fuck down. We're the last bastions of truth.
And then get a bad review, and they're like, how dare someone say this about me?
Yeah.
You don't understand my art.
You stand in the way of truth.
Like, could you imagine like as comedians are like artists or whatever, this is true. But like, could you imagine like Pablo Picasso standing around and be like, this is great.
Yeah.
You have to like it.
You just let people assess the work on their own. That's not too shabby. Well.
Do you remember the Man Show?
Oh my god, yeah. The ziggy zaggy, oi oi oi. The guy would guzzle a beer.
I saw this like article about like shows that like no one can find anymore, and it made me start thinking. I was like, yeah, some shows just disappeared from existence, and that was one that went to my head. I was like, it's like the world has been like, no, we cannot remember this. Like we have to forget. Like thank God no one's brought it up. Sorry. You know my lips are here, right? This is around my lips.
Well, all right, we'll get into it then. Well, I just don't want to get...
Don't say all right like I've told you, like, oh, okay, if that's what you want. I like that you're using the side of the lips. You're using every part of the lipstick with the part they made for the lip. You're like, can you close your mouth around it and I'll just twist it like this? You want a time check?
Yeah, what we got?
40 seconds.
40 seconds? Okay, here we go. Real quick.
I think my eyeliner.
You didn't do any eyeliner, did you?
Not really.
Great. Well, thank God we fixed that.
Just the finishing touches. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm sorry. What do we do here?
What's the first time you ever cried?
Ever? Oh, I cried a bunch when I was a kid.
No, I mean like... Not ever. I guess I should be more specific. What's the first time like you ever cried? Like as a teenager when you cried over something, like now you're like, why was I crying over that? Like what was your chicken noodle soup for the soul moment?
One time I was really hungover and I cried my eyes out at Zootopia.
At Zootopia? Okay, that tracks for me.
I mean...
I you can barely turn a TV show on that I won't cry at.
La La
The
Land?
Voice? La La... Okay, well wait a minute. No, I didn't cry at that.
The last part. The last part where it goes back over and she's like, what could have happened if we were still together? And he's in the crowd that time and it's like, yeah. That part gets me.
Okay, yeah, I was not got by that. I did not get got by that.
Let's get this.
You're going to have to use eyeshadow and not that sponge, just so you're aware. I'm going to give you... You have all these brushes. Do you want like an eyeshadow brush? And so you want to use a palette?
Perfect.
Why at the bottom of my eye again?
I just don't want to get it on your eyeball.
My eyes are closed.
But what if it got in there?
If you had to leave America...
Right.
Sorry about that. But if you
no!
Yeah. Where would you go?
England.
What part of England? Like London? Or
London.
like, you know, England is also like a very vast farmland. I'm learning Italian.
Yeah.
And
You been to Italy?
No. But, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know it was a sore subject. Oh, you've never been to Milan? You must jet set right away.
Stop! I love tennis.
Yeah.
I want to play tennis. Where are you taking tennis lessons at? I want to take them. This is not for the video. Stop it. We're not going to tell you where we're going. Because even if I don't hit the ball, I'm still running after it.
Yeah, you're still doing the thing, yeah.
As a comedian, do you feel embarrassed to want to do something different? I feel like there's so...
I think it enriches.
Oh, really?
It enriches kind.
That's because you're healthy. Let me rephrase the question. Do you feel like other people... Okay. No, I meant what I said. Like, I sometimes feel embarrassed. Like, I'll be like... I feel like everyone that I know, aside from you, I think we've had this conversation. You're one of the people I know that does comedy that like wants to do other things as well. Like you're like I also want to try this and do this, and like you're very open about liking other things. I feel like most comedians I know like you're like, well, if you're not only doing comedy all the time, you hate comedy. Like, you don't love comedy unless you do everything but comedy. And I was like, but okay, but I also like would like to like write a novel. Like there's so many other things that'd be fun to do. But if you say that it's like those dreams or things you want to do, dreams are so embarrassing to comedians. They're like, you want to do that? But it's like, it's no different than going every night to a bar and being like, please listen to me.
Yeah. Well, it's looked at as like this like lack of focus where it's like, if you're not willing to put in the man hours and do the whatever do comedy for 1 million hours every day. But it's also like, you know, then when you start doing comedy about comedy, it's like the snake starts eating itself and it's like, you don't have any other experiences to share other than this.
This situation we're doing at my under eye is like, I don't know what the goal is.
It's like kind of football-y. Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on.
It's kind of what am I doing with? Oh my God, what am I doing? All right, let's see here. This is, well.
Okay, I'm gonna get a mirror. I'm gonna look.
This is. I apologize in advance. I gotta work.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna sound insane. But I really like this. It's very bad, but it looks bad in a way that makes me feel like I'm in a character. This feels like you know what this feels like? It's a very the black eyebrows though are You know, you were spending a lot of time here for nothing to have happened.
Yeah, no, I was.
He had it coming. It's very that. The color you pick for the eye, it makes my eye really bright. It works out really well. This eyelid is stuck in a way that makes me look a little,
I'm shocked.
a little suspicious.
Shocked.
Also, very My Chemical Romance. I could, oh, this is nice. This, at first, you were putting highlighter down here, which I said, and that was crazy. But then you put it right here, which is like, most people don't know to do that part, but you were, did you see that from the photo?
I was kind of saying, like, okay, it's a little lighter in the middle.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, artist. I do like it. It just makes me feel like grungy. Like grungy and like this.
You're about to rock the fuck out.
It's very punk rock. It's very like gross. Like this is like what you look like if this was done really well and you went to like a punk show and you were like in the this is what you look like after.
I would hope so.
I didn't know that's how every time you saw me you said, "Ooh, those are some dark ass eyebrows."
It's brooding. You know?
Brooding. Do you like that brooding is the term we use for men? Like they're brooding, but if they were a woman, they'd be like, "She's emotional and crazy."
Yeah.
But brooding is like so cool. It's like an attractive feature. Like they're brooding.
Yeah.
She's an emotional wreck. He's brooding.
Oh my god, he's a damaged artist. Look at him. He's troubled.
Yeah. He's a vampire. He's brooding. You're like, what?
She's fat and depressed.
Yeah. Very hocus pocus. Like when they cut that man's mouth open.
Right.
And he
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you know. It's spooky.
It's a little punk rock. It's a little grungy. It's a little.
I think you did a really good job.
Would you go out?
No. Yeah, that's fucking. Look at.
Looks a little gothy.
A little? Well, I never said I'd lie and wait forever.
Where is your heart tonight?
It cut so deep that it didn't even bleed and catch.
Now I say, check yourself.
Now I say, I'm already dead. I've been dead for 3 years. But the pitch meeting for Spencer's. So you go into a store and you can get a T-shirt of Cookie Monster fucking a horse. You can get a big satanic belt buckle.
Yeah.
Or a dildo that's a lava lamp.
Yeah.
With electricity.
A T-shirt that says "Fuck school, smoke weed."
This Big Bird wallet. It's just like, what the fuck? Who is this for?
Yeah.
And if we quit buying avocado toast, we'd live in mansions.
See, I have a separate bank account set up to my brunch. It's my brunch account.
Yeah, I have a separate bank account only for iced coffees. One of the funniest articles on the internet is how millennials have destroyed the diamond industry.
Destroyed the diamond industry?
And
I love going through like that. Like,
me too.
Places millennials hate now.
I am of the earth.
I get it. Like, you seem like you've got some grit, but you seem grounded.
Yeah, I'm like an ashtray.
I think it's what it gives.
I mean, you know what? This would work somewhere. Nylon magazine. You know about her?
I mean, I'll look into it.
Never mind. This would be. This was fun. Thank you for doing this. I hope you do it again.
Thank you for having me. I would love to.
I think that you answered all the questions really well. You know.
I hope so.
You answered them really well. You were really honest. And I think that's all we can really ask for in a politician.
Yeah.
Look how sad I look when I do this. I look like a sad French mime. This was me on MySpace 100%.
This
is my MySpace picture.
MySpace and stuff.
100%.
I know there's a high school version of you that's like this.
100%. This was me in high school, and this is on all times. And full arm warmers in Tennessee in the summer. Full lace arm warmers, like.
We should try to score some beer.
I went to sweat through a beanie. So scared of being called a poser. Nowadays, don't give a shit. I will pose anywhere on anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be in full camouflage and be like, I am a hunter. You could not tell me I could not do something. I'd be like, I am going to dress like an aristocrat. It was so embarrassing.
I'm like so
and I burnt
friendly.
that dentist office to the ground. After today, I was traumatized when he came in because I was like, I don't know about you, but I need anyone in the medical field. I need them to be horrifically ugly, old. I need to be terrifying. I need them to come from a tower. I need them to open the door and smoke to billow in first. Like haunted. If you are an attractive doctor, I think you should be shot. Not dramatically. I mean, that man came in and I was like, he was this like gorgeous Indian man. He was like, first of all, he had the tightest scrubs I've ever seen. I was like, are you even allowed to wear scrubs that tight? I think that's illegal. It was insane. And he was like, and then he's like, all right, take your shoes off. And I was like, I think my feet are fine. I think the hot people should have jobs that we won't have to see them at.
Yeah. I mean, they should take the high five they've received from God and then go do be like a gravedigger or something.
Yeah, I should only see a hot person in very traumatic times. Firefighters, I should see you billowing in. That makes sense to me.
Sure.
You know, if you're in a hero role, you should go do that.
Sure.
The army should be filled with hot people. You should die first for us.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
we're putting our best foot forward.
Yeah, because you're better at everything.
On the battlefield.
Look at you, obviously better. Go.
Yeah, because it's like when a hot army's coming at you, you're like, oh well, what are we doing? We look like shit.
Yeah, and also if anything happens, you're like, you know what? They got to live an enchanted life.
Yeah.
And if they end up winning, you're like, makes sense. Look at them. They look like heroes. So, anyways, I don't know how we got there, but I did want to. That was very important to me. We talked about that.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell people where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Carter_Glascock, and I do a podcast with my friends Rivers Langley and Sam Harder, and it's called The Goods from the Woods.
Anyways, thanks for coming, and we really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have a little bio for you, and it'll be really great and wonderful, and hopefully we're still in frame. And also, I have nothing else to say.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great to see you.
Thank you, Snape.
Say, oh,
That's so much fun.